Hello guys, it's Jane here and I'm visiting Tina for winter tips. Hi Tina! How are you? Oh my god!
Hi everyone, it is me Tina. I am so happy to be back on the channel. Jane invited me to kind of just show you what I usually wear for winter, and I'm hoping that's going to help you with your preparations for the coming cold season. Okay, so the first thing that you need for your winter essentials would be your winter coats and your winter jackets. I usually would have a dark and a light color just so that I have that option. This is kind of like my everyday going to work or going to school coat, and this one too. But on days that are really cold, for example -30, then I wear this. Because this is really good if you go for like tobogganing or skiing, but I like this because it's super warm and it's very thick. We try not to wash them too often because they get really damaged and they lose their puffiness. But if you really must wash them, then just put them in delicate setting and make sure that it's cold water and just skip the spin cycle. For winter, you would always have your base layers, and these are your thermals, your tops and bottoms. And so once you have your base layers, then you can put on what you want to wear for the day. And what I would typically do is that I'd also have a jacket. And this is really warm because look at the material, it's really thick. I would also put on some scarves, one scarf. It depends on how cold it is, something as thick as like this. And normally if it's not too cold, then I would just wrap it around me like this. So it's easy, I can take it off if I feel a little warm. Or if it's too cold, then what I do is I tie it on both ends like this. So it would look like I'd hang it around me, make a V like this, kind of like make a loop, and then take it again and bring it over my head. But these I really like because it covers up everything, and if I need to access my fingers, I can easily just do that. Now for your winter boots, these kinds of boots, I really like these boots, and I like that it's got this ice effects technology, which is really good because sometimes you would think that there's no ice there, but there's black ice, and that's really dangerous. And so having that extra traction is really helpful, especially for somebody like me who take the bus and I have to get to the bus stop as fast as I can, but also as safe as possible.
Tina, thank you so much for sharing your tips for winter preparation.
Of course, I hope it's helpful. See you everybody.
Bye bye!